What's good, Joe? What's good, Real Talk Squad? This is Miles, and you're listening to Real Talk with MJ, where you know we always keep it real. So let's get right into it, man. So Ben Simmons, this guy. So here's my reaction as a Sixers fan to this guy reportedly not going to training camp. He said that he is not going to be there for training camp. He said, I'm not going to be there. I'm not showing up. You can sign me off. I will go to any other team in the NBA except Philly. I'll go to any other team, whether it's the Timberwolves, whether it's the Warriors, whether it's the Trailblazers, whether it's the Heat, OKC, whoever. He will go to any other team besides Philly. That's how much he wants to get out of Philly. So, first off, Ben Simmons is so soft. He is charming, ultra soft. He should have a partnership, a sponsorship with Charmin Ultra Soft because he is the best representation of that company. Let's be completely honest. But as we get more into it, Ben Simmons is a wannabe superstar, but he hasn't put in the work to get to that point, right? So this guy is acting like James Harden, acting like Anthony Davis, acting like Kyrie Irving, guys who are stars, superstars that forced their way out. But the thing is, they were playing great. Ben Simmons is coming off of a terrible, he shot a worse free throw percentage than Shaq in the playoffs, and he wants to come out here and say that he wants out of Philly like it's our fault that he shot 34% from the free throw line. Is that our fault? No, it's not. You're mad at Philly because us as fans expect you as a number one overall pick to play up to your potential. We're just asking you to play to all-star level. You are a two-time all-star, and in the playoffs, you were freaking terrible, bro. Like, you wasn't even our Tobias Harris was better than you. You could say Seth Curry was better than you in the Hawks series. I mean, you were god-awful, and you're mad at us because we expect you to play better than what you did. Now I think what set off Ben Simmons is the fact of, Joel Embiid, and Doc Rivers' comments in the post-game conference after they lost Game 7. First, Doc Rivers was asked whether or not Ben Simmons was a championship-level point guard, and what did Doc say? I don't know.
You think Ben Simmons can still be a point guard for a championship team like the one you guys want to become?
Yeah, David, I don't know that question or the answer to that right now. So I don't know the answer to that.
He could have said no, which was telling the truth, because he knows that Ben Simmons is not a freaking point guard for a championship team. He knows that's not true. But he said, I don't know, to try and make it not as bad. But the fact that he didn't say the fact that he said I don't know instead of saying that's a championship point guard is because, one, he's not gonna flat out a lot of people. And second, he's a realist. What just happened? You were unplayable in every fourth quarter of that game. You were the reason why the Hawks came back against the Sixers or came back in Game 5. You were the reason why y'all gave up a 20, 25, 24-point lead in that Game 5 because they played what? Hacker Simmons, right? So look, that's another thing, right? So with Embiid talks about, and I was here, I literally seen it with my own two eyes. I was there in Game 7. Embiid talks about how there was a play where we could have got, I might end up showing the clip.
I don't know how to say it, but I thought the turning point was just, we had an open shot, and we made one free throw, and we missed the other, and then they came down and scored.
But yeah, he talks about how there was a play where one of our guys got fouled instead of taking an open layup. Right? Oh, my fault. So what happened was Ben Simmons had an open freaking dunk, and the only guy under the basket was Trae Young. He passes it up to Matisse Thybulle, and Matisse Thybulle gets fouled, and he makes one or two shots. The Hawks end up making a three at the next possession. The game is basically over at that certain point, right? And Embiid ends up pointing that out, and I don't think Ben Simmons like that. But you can't get mad at a teammate and your coach for telling the truth. If you're mad at the truth, you got to be mad at yourself. And this guy is just charming ultra soft, bro. You're worried about the cars, the women, all the perks of being an NBA player, but you're not putting in the work in the offseason. If you were putting in that work in the offseason, which is why Sixers fans, Philly fans despise this man. But the reason why is because every year you have not gotten better. Since his rookie year, he's put up 16, 8, and 8. Every single year has been those type of numbers around there every year in, year out, right? He posts videos of him, and it's really a slap in the face. It's really like a slap in the face to us because it's like, okay, you were afraid to attempt a dunk with Trae Young under the basket in the postseason, but now we're seeing you with your trainer shooting fall away jump shots, shooting threes, pulling up from 30. Like, you're just doing all this stuff that we know that you can do if you wouldn't practice it. And it just puts more salt on the wound that you weren't doing this, and we lost to an underdog as the number 1 seed in the conference and didn't even get a chance to play Giannis and the Bucks in the conference finals, and we very well could have beat them and then ultimately beat the Suns. You never know what could have happened. All of this comes down to Ben Simmons is not playing to his potential. And if you're mad at us because we expect more of you, then good riddance. Now look, he talks about how he doesn't want, or how he wants to be anywhere but Philly. What Daryl Morey is going to do, because you're not dealing with some rookie GM, bro. Daryl Morey has been through this, bro. Daryl Morey, maybe not has been through this same situation, but he knows what the heck. He knows what he's doing. So you're not going to swindle Daryl Morey. All to say is, we're not going to trade Ben Simmons for a bag of chips. I was making jokes about that before, but we're not going to trade him for a bag of chips. They're going to trade him for Damian Lillard, and if they can't trade him for Damian Lillard, they will not trade him at all. That's that simple. That's what Daryl Morey's going to do. This is why when other teams like the Warriors or Portland or the Pacers, not my fault, not Portland, but the Warriors, the Pacers, and other teams, the Kings, the Sixers are saying we want this guy. Like they asked the Warriors for like James Wiseman, 2 first-round picks, Andrew Wiggins, like a trade package that they know that the Warriors would not accept. But they did that because they don't want to trade Ben Simmons to any other team unless we're getting Dame time. And you do know that if the Sixers get Dame with Embiid, it's over. It's over because we have Embiid that can give you is the best player through 3 quarters in the NBA. But then we got one of the most clutch, if not the most clutch player in the NBA with Dame in the 4th quarter. You can literally just say, book it, Sixers in the finals. And the league does not want that. We already know the league does not want that. But best believe if the Sixers make that trade, and what I've always said is Matisse Thybulle, Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey, 2 first-round picks, let's get Dame. I say that. I say get Dame for that. But let me know what you think about Ben Simmons missing training camp. Like I've always said, this guy is soft. And if you're soft, if you're charming ultra soft, you cannot play in Philadelphia. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. And this guy is simply not built to play in Philadelphia. It's simply not built to play in Philadelphia. And look, if he ever suits up for a Sixers uniform, I cannot wait to boo the heck out that man. Well, like I always say, man, like, subscribe, comment, do all that jazz. With that being said, y'all, I'm out.